Auto Repair. And remember, if you want to go far, you've got to service that car.
Oh, shoot. Love you guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, OKN. 7:06. Happy Monday to you. I'm in recovery mode. That's what I'm doing. It's a harsh weekend for the Queen City. It was one that was rough in a several ways, as we will examine this morning. I'm going to hit you with the one that I think it's 50-50. I think this next one, the timeline bet is 50-50 whether or not this one came across your radar this weekend. And if you thought Charlotte had a bad weekend in a couple of different ways, I'm excited to see. Well, not excited, I guess. Not anxious. No, I don't think that's the word either. Curious to see how today goes for Charlotte. President Trump was on a tarmac yesterday. He was asked some questions. Let's take a look and see what this particular question was about with the President of the United States. Pretty late yesterday afternoon. He was flying, I'm assuming, back to D.C. here. Let's check this out. So he's being questioned here to the side.
On a Charlotte subway. You've seen this video, and do you have any reaction to it?
Girl stabbed in a Charlotte subway.
Subway was where? She was in Charlotte on a light train. She was stabbed multiple times by a...
Horrible. No, I haven't heard.
Okay.
When did this happen?
It happened in August, but the video just came out.
I see. Yeah, I see the video. I'll know all about it by tomorrow morning. Okay? Thank you. Yeah.
All right, so President Trump, this wasn't on his radar yesterday until someone put it there. And now he says he'll know all about it by this morning. And so we'll see how the internet takes off with even more, I guess. Mabes, I don't know if this one hit your timeline or not. The girl who was stabbed on the train, did that one hit you?
First off, good morning.
Oh,
Mamie.
yeah, sorry, yeah.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. So that one did hit your timeline.
That one did hit my timeline.
Okay, see, I was 50-50 on that. I didn't know if it would make it
The
its
one
way
that
over to
was there a new one? Or this is the one that happened a couple weeks ago?
Yes, this is the one that happened a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
I
that
guess
one
the
hit my timeline.
video
Actually,
has
my
been
timeline because we
released.
talked about it in here.
Right.
Then it started hitting my timeline after we talked about it.
Amazing how that happens.
Yep.
Went off this week. A few large accounts online. Elon in particular started going off about Charlotte. About Charlotte and particularly the stabbing. Obviously, Mayor Vilal's had some comments online. A lot of, let's not be quick to judge. I think that was what the mantra was, which obviously for some people infuriating. For some, completely disconnected, have no idea what's going on in the real world. And then you've got the political influencers starting to push it. So I'll be curious to see. You might see more and more over the next coming days, Charlotte becoming more of a conversation now.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying National Guard's going to be rolling
Just for that
anything.
one topic? I mean, just for the one incident that happened? Or have there been multiple things that have happened?
They're framing it up now toward the judges. And they're naming names online, by the way. You go to some of these threads on X, and it's, the American PAC, the one that Elon started, that's kind of pushing a lot of the stuff out too.
Is that his new political party? Or
at least a PAC, so at least a group that says, hey, we want to influence politics.
They got a handshake and everything.
and so
I'm not trying to get in that club, by the way.
The threads are naming names on judges right now, too. So, because I guess the gentleman was arrested 14 different times, I guess is what it was, too. And so they had, of course, all the different mug shots. And so the question is, okay, how many times is too many times? Which is a fair question. Look, there's certainly a debate to be had about, is the system out to get you, right? A lot of people can feel that about a lot of different things in life. Last Cheeto bag got taken by the dude in front of me. If the green light would have hit right on San Fern Catawba, I would have got that bag. That's owed to me.
Right.
Tony Bennett, he owes me a few Grammys. I get it.
Got it.
I'm on that. I'm on that train. But at the same time,
but then if you guys might not remember, but you may with Clinton did 3 strikes and you're out, right? Then that's all that controversy too of you get convicted 3 times and you go to jail for prison for life. Then that's not fair either. Maybe you just had 3 rounds of bad luck.
So 14, we'll call it.
Somewhere between 3 and 14. We should figure something out.
Something should be figured out.
Yeah.
So we'll see how Charlotte progresses in the news today. That's not even to include the Panthers. We didn't even get a chance to high five on that yet today. Great win. Oh,
Yeah, I know.
great
I
for
know.
great plays.
Yeah. They
Great
had
time?
some good plays. There was a touchdown. There was an interception.
We did get our first touchdown of the season in the fourth quarter, so that was awesome.
That's something.
That was a great time. That was good to see.
That was too much, too little, too late is what I call that one.
And I want to go ahead and address Leggett. Let him know. Look, I know he had the foot out on the big play, but one play in the NFL, it doesn't work that way.
No,
it doesn't work that way.
Well, you can't win. You can't win a game with one good play, even if it gets called in or out.
So I don't want to say it's on him by any stretch. He felt bad in the locker room with his comments last night. You could tell the man was down on himself. I can't put that all on him. I want to give Bryce a compliment. He had some plays where moving outside the pocket, getting those first downs on those runs.
I thought he had some good plays. I watched the entire game. I was going to be a true fan yesterday. I watched the whole game. I thought there were some good plays in there. There were just some bad ones.
Defense, y'all smell like poo-poo right now. I'm just going to be honest with you. Y'all got to figure that out. It ain't roses. It is yourself, and you need to use wipes instead of single ply. That is what we're talking about right now. Offense, you got to score touchdowns. I mean, that's it. We know if you want to really get to the playoffs, if you really want to win games, you got to be able to score touchdowns.
And you know what? Maybe it's my fault because I had a plan set out for him, and I don't think I told him what the plan was as well this year. I was just so hyped because I felt like we followed. Year one was, score points.
Right.
Year two was win games.
We were on track.
Right.
Where did
Year
we fall
three,
off?
I don't think I was just so excited. I was like, oh, you guys did 1, 2, and 3. All right, now we're going to do great.
A lot of assumptions made.
Right. I think I needed to have a better plan for year 3. I'll work on it. I'll let you guys know, Panther guys. I'll let you guys know before, Sunday, but I'll work on it this week.
So, Leggett, it's not your fault. It's Mamie's fault.
It's really my fault, and I do take the blame for this. Also, I realized, in the fourth quarter, I was wearing a Key West sweatshirt and not my Panthers gear. And that's on me, too.
Again.
And I'm sorry.
Okay, that is
second strike.
That is on me. And I'm very sorry about
You're about
that.
to go to jail for life.
That is strike 2. Don't you get a third.
I'm not. I know. I'll be
Game
prepared.
1?
I'll be much more prepared next week. I'm so sorry.
Sheesh. Bill, you got any thoughts on the Panthers? You want to throw anything out?
I mean, I do. One, I was excited going into the game. In hindsight, why was I even
I was
what,
so
what
hyped.
reason did I
was.
have physically to
You know what?
be
And
excited?
for half a second, Bill, I was like, you know what? Maybe this. No, don't think that way. Don't think that way. Don't think that way. And I was so hyped going into it.
The biggest thing with me, I feel like Bryce lets the play clock go all the way down. We look really uncomfortable at the line, every time, even coming out of timeout.
Snaps were high.
We're you hear him clapping. That means we're just a little bit late with communication or adjustments at the line. And I despised our decision making from a coaching perspective on the fourth down where we punted it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't like that. Then the next fourth down we overthrow it into the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
The Bryce fumble was a horrible look. The interception, the first one to Leggett giving up on the ball or not attacking the ball, if you will. One, I could argue that might be a little pass interference, but they're both playing the ball. Xavier didn't go hard enough to the ball. Attack the ball. That's what we do.
That's what
Attack
we do.
the ball. T-Mac looked good.
He did look good.
Chuba looked good.
Mm-hmm.
Chuba, I think we kind of bailed on the Chuba train too early. I thought we were kind of imposing our will, and then we just kind of gave up after the delay. So we can get better, but that was still tough to watch. So tough to watch. All my boys were disappointed.
Right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, the comfy stuff is back once again. And a beautiful week of weather coming up around Lake Norman, too. Will mainly stay dry for the better part of the next 6 and 7 days. Plenty of sunshine for our Monday afternoon as temperatures climb into the comfy upper 70s. We'll drop back overnight into the cool mid-50s around the lake. Back in the upper 70s for our Tuesday, and we'll hang there heading into the middle of the week, too. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. Score designer deals Tuesday through Sunday this week at the Green Jeans Consignment Sale, now at 601 Milestone Venue in Concord, formerly the Buy Low Center. It's fashion, fun, and major savings. Visit greenjeansale.com. The 500 Club in Statesville presents the Thirsty Thursdays tournament on September 11th at 5:30 p.m. Click on the 500 Club online for more information on events, golf lessons, club memberships, and tee times. The annual Bands, Brews, and Barbecue Festival, presented by Debotech, returns to Mooresville on Saturday. The celebration of music, beer, and barbecue begins at 4 p.m. across downtown and Liberty Park. Over 20 barbecue trucks will be on hand. The B3 Beer Garden will be open with a selection of craft beers from local and regional breweries. Ghostface Brewing will have a special brew with proceeds benefiting the U.S. Olympic bobsled team. The music lineup features dial-up radio, Starship, and Night Ranger. Bands, Brews, and Barbecue is Saturday in Mooresville. The NHRA 4-Wide Carolina Nationals happens at ZMAX Dragway September 19th through the 21st. This is the only 4-wide race in the countdown to the championship. Every ticket is a pit pass, giving fans unmatched access to the drivers and crews who power the NHRA's thunderous 11,000 horsepower machines to their limits. Click on charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets and information about the NHRA 4-Wide Carolina Nationals at the Bellagio of drag strips. Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Dreaming of a new home or a better rate? At O'Brien Home Loans, our team of independent brokers find tailored solutions that truly fit your life. Proudly serving North Carolina with honest advice and local heart. Visit O'BrienHomeLoans.com today for a free quote.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC, local, starts here.
Good morning, okay. 7:18. Happy Monday to you. Wow, kicking off the week already. We're we're just into it now, right? We're approaching fall. We're landing the summer plane. And that may change your driving habits a little bit. Yeah. Not sure. Let's find out. RideICATS.com. Alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with David. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well this morning.
Yes, sir. Doing well. What's going on out on the streets? How's everybody acting this morning?
I'm pretty good, I guess, other than the ICATS drivers, but otherwise pretty good. From what I've seen this morning, you could expect reoccurring congestion to include stop-and-go traffic, but traffic's kind of moderate right now. 77 north and south. Lanes are flowing rather smoothly with no signs or evidence of any type of stalled vehicle or accident. Troutman and Statesville highways looking pretty good right now, except just heard a report from one of the other drivers, 21 South near Shepherd School is backing up, of course, and that's to be expected. But otherwise, things are running pretty smoothly this morning.
Not too bad, David. Great job. We appreciate you, sir. You had a good weekend?
App State won, yes.
All right.
Oh, you're an app guy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, David, you're going to fit in great here.
David, this is Mamie, by the way.
Hi, David. This is Mamie. I didn't go to app, but
hey, how
Justin's going to love you.
You lived beneath your privilege. So.
I did the best I could. Now, NFL. Are you an NFL fan too?
I am.
Oh, what's your team?
I don't know if I'm going to say this on the radio, but I am a diehard Vegas Raiders fan.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a new one. Well,
yes.
We'll keep up with them too for you.
That just means don't mess with David, I think.
Right. I know, right? We won't mess with you at all. No, Panthers fans here, so we're just all crying this morning.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. But, hey, it's a rarity that the Raiders and Appalachian win on the same weekend, so I'm smiling like a mule eating briars this morning, just loving it.
I love it. I love it.
David, we so appreciate you calling. We'll chat with you at 8:15, all right?
Thank you, sir. Y'all have a great day.
You too, sir. See ya.
All right. Bye.
Crushed it. RideICATS.com.
Way to go, David.
Way to
That
go.
was awesome.
Yes, that was awesome. Wow. Excited to talk to
His
him every day.
debut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$1 each day to run errands around Iredell County. You can do it with ICATS, RideICATS.com. Also, Tuesdays, you can go to the VA in Salisbury. Thursday, you can go to Winston-Salem. Friday, Hickory. Right around with some nice folks that just want to help you out. I need some help.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. The bird's a winner. Well, a bird. Bird is a winner.
It's time for the word of the day. What's the word?
Word of the day.
Guys, today's word of the day is brought to you by the Green Jeans Fall Sale. That's right. The Southeast's biggest consignment sale begins tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
September 9th through the 14th, 601 Milestone Venue in Concord. Don't miss it. greenjeansale.com. greenjeansale.com. It's big. It's local. It's once a year. We're talking 50,000 brand name deals with up to 90% off the retail price. I went to a consignment store for little ones over the weekend.
How was it?
Over at Bojangles. It was my first experience, and I loved it.
Yep.
It was awesome.
You're gonna
we
love
got
Green
tons
Jean
of
sales,
books.
too. Mhm.
So, yeah, I can only imagine if there were brand name deals at the consignment store I went to. I don't have to imagine it. I can go tomorrow. You'll catch
right.
me at Concord. I already took off work 9th through the 14th. All day, I'll be there. All sizes, all styles, designer deals without the price tag. greenjeansale.com. Today's word of the day is sanguine. Sanguine. Sanguine.
Sanguine.
Sanguine.
Is it sanguini?
Sanguine.
It's not a kind of type of pasta.
Sanguine.
Yeah.
Sanguine.
Sanguine.
Word of the day. We're going to try to guess this or utilize some context clues here. If I split the word san and guine.
Sanguine.
That's what it means.
I think I know this word. But I'm not quite sure.
This does sound like Mamie
I think
would
this
have
has
an
been
idea.
a word of the day.
I
or
thought
my mom made me look it up. I get confused between the two.
Yeah, we're getting up there in words of the day. I did feel like this one sounded familiar, but when I saw it, I was like, I still don't know what that means. So we're going
Worth
to
learning
revisit.
again.
Yeah,
Worth
revisit. Sometimes repetition is a method of learning. We're going to do that right now. It is an adjective, so stay, loosen up your ankles. Be ready to move around here. All right, Sanguine. Sanguine, sanguine. I have some sentences.
All right, please.
Bill was oddly sanguine about losing at golf. He claimed the snack cart was the real prize.
Chill?
Chill is not bad.
Not hyperventilating.
No, that's not the definition I have in front of me. I'm going to read one more sentence, and then I'm going to let Mamie go. All right. Justin stayed sanguine about catching fish, even though his bait kept catching tree branches. Silly guy.
Positive?
That is it, Mamie.
Okay.
She knew it. She knew it.
She didn't want to say it.
She knew it. Yeah, thanks for letting me do my old dance here. Yes, the definition I have of sanguine is cheerful, optimistic, or hopeful, even in a bad or uncertain situation. I think I picked this word because I was like, oh man, I'm pretty sanguine about my Panthers.
You are sanguine? You want to be.
It's early.
I want to be.
Somebody
I want to
messaged
be
me
sanguine
yesterday. Yep.
about being sanguine.
I know. Put
about
out
my
some
Panthers.
videos about the Panthers and some people DMing back like lost hope, and I just said it's still early, guys. It's still early.
All right. Would you rather be the Panthers or would you rather be the Ravens?
What happened to the Ravens?
They lost pretty bad.
Did they?
Late in the game. I don't mean to just bring it up.
Just
like
make
that.
Bill.
just bring it
this
up.
is make Bill sad day.
There's-
That's his other team. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that they won the game.
Yeah,
and
no,
then
you just
Matt
got to remember anything is
crawled in
possible.
bed and said, "Yeah, that's not."
Didn't happen.
They did not win.
They were up by.
They were up by a lot. I went to bed. It was like 40 to
I think they were up by 24.
20 or
I
something.
think it was like 24. They had 4 minutes left. They were up by like 24, and so then this happened right here.
2 yards.
Okay, so they did not score after I went to sleep.
Yeah.
Open their final season in this stadium with a stunning
Yikes.
win.
I'd rather be the Ravens.
Who'd they play?
The Bills.
The Bills.
Oh, the Bills.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Bills.
So that's a
Heavyweight
good. That's a
matchup.
good matchup.
That is
right
a
there.
good matchup.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Bill
saying.
fans
Early in
are
the season.
Very
great
happy.
result.
That half of Cornelius is smiling this morning. At least.
Half.
What?
Yeah, 70,
90%?
60. Yeah, it's getting up there.
It's just all like little Buffalo.
We've
I
lost
think
our
we're-
grip. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Changed
looked
our
up.
name
We
to
were.
Little
I was with some
Buffalo.
folks. We were looking up ticket prices because my prediction was as the game went on, we were going to get close to that 50-cent mark again for the Panthers.
Nah, you got to lose like 8 games before you get there.
Okay. But looking which ones were the most expensive on the season, top 2 Number one is, I believe, the Bills match.
Mhm.
That was number one. And then number two, I can't remember the exact which one it was, but
Another big rival.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not NFC South.
I mean, no,
And
not
it's
like
not
a-
about
and
the
it-
Panthers.
No, it's just about the other
Excuse
team
me,
that's
Cowboys.
going.
Second most expensive.
That's what I was going to say.
game.
That
Are you
makes
referring
sense.
to the Cowboys?
Yeah, that's the one.
Cowboys lost too, but they played really well on Thursday night.
But they got
against
fans for
Eagles.
life.
Yes.
I don't know if
I've got
Panthers
one.
ever earned, like we have some, but we've never earned
It's still
that
early.
level.
We're only been around for 30 years, guys. It's still early. It's still really early.
It's still early in the playoffs for NASCAR. Denny won last night.
Yep.
St. Louis ends up winning out there. So he's looking pretty good going into kind of this last stretch, if you would, of the season.
He's feeling confident too. I saw him post on Instagram, hop on the bandwagon now or get run over by it.
Thanks, Denny.
So I instantly hopped on.
Yeah,
You're my boy, Denny.
Okay, if you say so, Denny. I saw a video of somebody posted from the lake of him getting in his helicopter from his palace.
Could imagine.
Yeah, that was on TikTok. Thanks, Denny.
Well, good for him. Glad he did his
Things
thing.
are really going well for him.
Yeah, he's doing all right. He's doing better than me, I guess.
Now you got to remember he's with Joe Gibbs when he's racing that number 11 car. That's not 2311.
He's not 2311.
That's not Front Row
That's so
Motorsports.
confusing
That's
to
Joe
me.
Gibbs. And so Joe Gibbs was super excited last night. Yeah, while they're at the race, you could see the excitement. I'm pretty sure that's how that whole structure is. He's
Like
racing
me.
under Joe Gibbs for winning the championship.
Yeah.
But he owns it. So he can just tell Tyler Reddick and Bubba Wallace what to do, like while out on the track. It's kind of like a cheat code.
Yeah,
Oh.
it doesn't make any sense to me. It's like I go work for another radio station and win awards and be like, "Hey guys, I won awards over here."
Or it's just like Tom Brady talking about the good old days, and that's why Fox brought him on, right? That's,
It's
the same
crazy.
Kind of concept,
It's crazy.
S&P 500 is getting a little bit of a shakeup this week. Robinhood made it to the S&P 500 now. Very interesting. Also, two other companies, Applovin, not Apple. That's different. M-Core?
That's the Timu cousin.
Is it
Applovin.
It might be.
You got that Applovin phone? Brand new.
And M-Core. Funny enough, Applovin's ticker symbol APP. That's pretty good right there. And then M-Core, EME is their symbol. Robinhood, though, is obviously the big name, I would imagine, but at least most known name. I don't know. Maybe these other two are sleepers.
In this, it says Uber Technologies. That's not Uber, is it?
That would make sense. Yeah.
Ad Addition.
Could be.
Robinhood. So I would say Uber might be
on that list. Maybe they thought about it. Maybe they didn't make the actual cut.
Oh, they're on the S&P 100.
There you go.
Excuse me. Now I see 500.
Yeah. So there's a difference there. Yeah, for sure.
How often do they do this?
I do love that its name is Applovin, like McLovin.
There you go. Get you a quarter. Where's quarter pounder make the S&P 500? Because I am holding that market up right now. That is the. Also, have y'all seen this?
Wendy's is on here.
McLovin,
really good
the
as-
McLovin or whatever they're calling it, whatever their new thing is at McDonald's.
No.
Oh, McLoveland. I have seen
It's the
some.
happy. We've talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
The Happy Meal for adults.
Yeah, they're bringing back jingles and stuff. They got like purple colored Frosties.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing over there.
No, just get the regular stuff.
It just like, you know that grit feeling you get inside your mouth like after you first thing in the morning after one of those nights? That's kind of what it feels like when I watch the commercial. Is that what love is? Yes. Feels like it.
Fireworks? Yes, please. The real sparks fly when we're back. Stick around. Good Morning LKN returns on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, the comfy stuff is back once again. And a beautiful week of weather coming up around Lake Norman, too. Will mainly stay dry for the better part of the next 6 and 7 days. Plenty of sunshine for our Monday afternoon as temperatures climb into the comfy upper 70s. We'll drop back overnight into the cool mid-50s around the lake. Back in the upper 70s for our Tuesday, and we'll hang there heading into the middle of the week, too. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Now is the right time to buy or sell your home. I'm Matt Madison with Madison & Company Realty. With high interest rates, low inventory, and a lot of people moving to our area, it makes people wonder, but we have the answers for you. Call us at Madison and Company Realty in Statesville to help you navigate the real estate market. 704-873-7700. Visit us online at madisonandcompanyrealtync.com. Madison and Company Realty, we've got you covered.
I'll be honest, I wanted to be a diva. Why feel guilty? Let me help you be a diva for a few hours a week. Yes, I'm Andrea, owner of Spotless Cleaning. Our guarantee? It is very special. If you're unhappy, we'll do it again. Still unhappy? Your fee is donated to a charity of your choice. The Docinho de Coco Guarantee. To honor my grandparents, who taught me both a spotless house and time to live life big are important. SpotlessCleaningNC.com.
Hey folks, you know Randy Marion is the king of price when it comes to buying a new vehicle or a pre-owned vehicle. But how about king of price when it comes to the service department? Randy Marion Chevrolet in Statesville, Randy Marion Ford Lincoln in Statesville has you covered on tires, brakes, batteries, wipers, you name it. Any service you need on your vehicle, regardless of the make or model, come see Randy Marion Chevrolet in Statesville Service Department or Randy Marion Ford Lincoln Service Department today.
If you need home medical equipment, call Lowry Drug in Statesville. We have everything you need in stock, including portable oxygen concentrators, CPAPs, masks, lift chairs, wheelchairs, scooters, hospital beds, supplies, and anything else you need. Get it when you need it. Check out LowryDrug.com or call 704-873-2247. Lowry Drug, your hometown source since 1959, across from Iredell Memorial Hospital. We are worth the drive. Come see us.
When you have problems with your heating system, you need SHA Mechanical. Serving the region since 1975, SHA will make sure your system always stays in the best condition. Visit SHA Mechanical online at shamechanical.com.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Friendly reminder, don't brake when you see the lake.
WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Detroit's legacy automakers are poised to take advantage of a deregulatory push in Washington. The new policy is not yet finalized, but President Trump is moving to cut federal sales incentives and roll back emission standards. General Motors, Ford, and Stellantis are all preparing to shift some investments from electric vehicles to traditional gasoline-fueled cars. Porsche says its new 911 sports car will be its most powerful factory model to date. The automaker revealed the vehicle at the Munich Auto Show. Porsche leaned on its combustion engine expertise to come up with a hybrid version of the Turbo S. Deliveries will begin in Europe later this year. Price tag, $318,000. If people do what they say they plan to do, a lot of folks will be getting an early start on their holiday shopping. Nearly half of the shoppers surveyed by Bankrate say they'll be starting their buying before the end of next month. Jeff Bellinger, Bloomberg Radio.
The button pushing stops here.
WSIC. Local starts here.
Back like mosquitoes and flip-flops. This is Good Morning LKN, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 7:34. Happy Monday to you. You might be looking for something to do this weekend. You got an opportunity to hang out with a couple of platinum recording artists, Jefferson Starship and Night Ranger. It's going down at Bands, Brews, and Barbecue this weekend in the town of Mooresville. You know Mooresville puts on a good show.
Oh, always.
And this is this third year,
This is our third year. Yeah.
Third year, Bands, Brews, and Barbecue, and WSIC and the gaggle here giving away a VIP prize pack contest?
So 2 past the VIP lounge, which includes food and drinks.
Ooh.
And premium seating for the concert.
Nice.
Make it easy for you. All you got to do is go to any of our socials, any of them.
You put them all on
Literally,
there.
they're all on there. Any of them that you like to follow. Or you can head over to Facebook to Live, Work, Play LKN. And all you have to do is follow Live, Work, Play LKN. We talk about it on here a lot, but there's a lot of good information that comes in the newsletter every week and on our socials as well. You're going to like the post and you're going to tag a friend who loves barbecue and live music. I'm sure you've got more than one friend that likes that. So 1 tag equals 1 entry, no limit to the number of entries. and we'll pull the winner on Wednesday evening.
Shout out to Dial Up Radio.
Dial Up Radio is going to
It's
open.
gonna be
Yeah.
opening. So cool.
But Jefferson Starship and Night Ranger, 2 platinum recording artists. I got to go to the VIP lounge last year. Fantastic.
Yeah.
It was
Messina!
Yeah, I saw Jody Messina. I got to meet her. It was fantastic. I'm excited to see these guys. It's on the back porch of Savannah Oyster Company.
Ooh.
And so they bring food
Nice.
out. Yes, very nice. You have waiters that come and get your drink orders, and it's a really, really nice night. They had a couple of signature cocktails you could choose from, or you could order, beer or wine from their menu. So
You can call them waiters still. You can't call them waiters in my house, though. We don't.
you can't call them waiters in your
Well, no. Like I said,
Servers?
Yeah. Well, I'm saying I can't call Demi that.
Oh, no, you can't ask Demi to. No. Waitress.
Please
you can't,
bring it over.
You can't do that.
Can't
no.
do that in the house.
No. But great staff over there at Savannah Oyster Company. So you get a nice shady spot to sit. Chairs out there for you. So you don't have to bring anything. You just show up and you hang out on the porch and you listen to some great music. And then when the concert starts, if you would like to, you can move up to closer to the stage.
Okay. So that sounds like a good time. In general, it sounds like you're going to have an awesome time. Even if you don't win the VIP contest, Bands, Brews, and Barbecue, a free event that you can go to. Now, the food and the drinks and that kind of stuff, you have to pay for. But if you win the VIP contest,
you don't have to pay for
you
that.
don't even got to worry about it.
Nope. You're just hanging out. And the beer, I think Christine Patterson on iHeart Mooresville had Debotek on Tuesday talking about the beer that they have, and the money raised from that goes to support the Olympic athletes, but they have that beer for you to try there as well. So great event.
Awesome. Jefferson Starship, Night Ranger. So if you're a fan, platinum recording artist here, some more coming through Mooresville. To say nothing about also Luke Combs coming to Mooresville next month.
He is coming in. There may be a couple of tickets that we're giving away for that coming up soon. So better be following Live, Work, Play LKN for all those details.
I did see. Did I put it on here? Oh yeah. Noah's all into Legos.
He is. That's his thing right now.
He's loving it.
I loved Katie's Lego era. It was probably my favorite.
I'm a big fan.
Toy that she was heavily into the Lego for a couple of years, and that was probably my favorite toy that she got into.
Huge fan. I think it teaches mathematics. I think it get the fine motor skills, the engineering side, really gets the brain churning. I just thought this was cool. Legos put out one of their newest kits, and it's most expensive set ever. It is a cross section of the Death Star, and it's 9,000 pieces. Is this set 9,023 pieces? Pretty wild. Now, Star Wars is 10 to 15% of Lego's annual revenue alone. Which is about $10 billion, by the way, is how much Lego still makes. They're crushing it still. But $1,000 for a 9,000 piece set. Decent cost per piece there.
Yeah, y'all getting that one this weekend?
We should. I want to get it for the studio.
I don't know how big it is, though.
I hope it's huge.
It's got to be for 9,000 pieces. They didn't make mini pieces,
I don't know. I can't tell.
Got to be like 4 or 5 feet wide,
You can
right?
kind of tell. They
hope.
got the minifigs down here at the bottom, so you can kind of see to scale on this image, like how big it is.
because minifigs are sitting on it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, so you got like 6-7 stories worth of minifigs right there.
Yeah, it's going to be good size. Tall,
Yeah,
about
it's
the size
decent.
of your computer monitor.
Right.
Now,
I like that.
Now,
I like
here's
that.
the only negative is when they spill on the floor and you've got to step on them all over the place.
Has
But
that happened to you yet?
it's happened to me a few times.
Okay.
But it seems like there actually might be hope as far as
you
turning
could
into a
win
competition.
You could win a world record. So, yes, someone just set the Guinness World Record for the fastest 100-meter barefoot on Lego bricks. I feel like,
I got to get some training on this one.
I feel like any mom would be really good at this. Like, once you just keep running.
Just don't stop.
I don't know.
Don't let David Blaine see this. He's going to beat it.
24.75 seconds by Gabrielle Wall.
I have
Congrats,
to
Gabrielle.
learn how to channel and set the
All right, would you
paint
rather
aside.
do this or the hot coals?
I think I would rather do hot coals than those
This
Legos.
is much longer too. The hot coals are not nearly this long.
I feel like there's going to be some people trying to break this record. 100-meter, 24. Okay, so is that fast? I mean,
To run 100 meters in 24 seconds.
Like, I don't know
Is that
how
fast?
long it takes me to run 100 meters right. Like, let's go out back.
No.
I don't know what it takes me.
No, that is very slow.
What do you think I could do it in?
I think
Not
with
without Legos.
Without Legos, I think you're probably a 13, 14 second guy.
Okay.
If you're booking it.
Okay. If I'm feeling it. If I had my Cheetos in the morning.
You might
She's
be a
also
15-second guy.
Yeah.
100 meters is a while. You
Now
get
you-
distracted easily.
Now that you think about it, Justin, you're going to be taking a break probably somewhere.
Stop in the
All right,
middle.
I'll sell at 17 and a half.
You put it on paper, though, at 17 and a half?
I will put it on paper at 17 and a half.
Okay.
I like the back of her shirt just says athlete.
Right.
I need that shirt. Athlete.
I think I can start training for this right here.
Yeah?
Though.
Well, you buy that Lego set, you'll have all thousands.
Although
just
that
to step
paint is
on.
kicking in, I can just feel like that 1 4-square piece just kind of hit that left
Yeah.
side.
It only takes one step.
Yeah. And then, one misstep.
One misstep.
And then
right.
you're off the whole path. Because she's got feet on, too. Every step has feet on. That's got to be part of it
It's not
as
just
well.
like there's one Lego, because that's usually what you run into. You just step on one and
probably
then you hop
easier.
off. You think maybe
Yeah.
because you're going to step on a Lego, because that's
Correct.
the thing when you step on one, you're not expecting it, and then you're like,
She
Right.
probably had to buy all those Legos, too.
You think so?
That just seems like a waste. We'll just play with them
Yeah.
rather than just lay them out on the floor
Be
intentionally.
some kids in the middle just building stuff.
I spend more time yelling at them to pick them up.
The more realistic things, yes, is that you have to like hurdle a child while you're doing
Yeah.
this.
Carry the baby, flip over, turn off the oven timer.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, all the lights are off.
Yes.
That's really how the day goes.
Yeah, that's the more realistic version. You got a juice box in your hand while you're doing this too.
Because I don't know if they have like made up obstacle courses on Guinness. It's not like Ninja Warrior, you know what I mean? Status. I don't know if they
No,
let
I
you
think
go
we can
that
just
creative.
make this up. Let's make the baby hurdle.
Yeah, the first to complete the baby hurdle challenge.
Yes. The first 100-meter hurdles onto Legos. Now that
That would hurt.
No.
that would hurt. That would hurt.
Well, congratulations, Gabrielle Wall. We're not
coming for
discounting
it.
the work that
No,
you're
we got to
doing.
bring this back to America. Where is she from? New Zealand, it looks like.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, there's your first problem right there. We used to be a proper country.
Right. No, we got the athletes here. We can do this.
All right. All right. We'll work
We got
on
David
this.
Blaine.
You think we can do it? You think
Is he
you
the
can do this?
magician?
Yes.
Okay.
Bill, could
Illusionist.
you do this in less than on the Legos like this in less than 25 seconds?
Yes. We
You
can
think
set
you
this
could?
up today.
Today?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'll bring it home for us.
I got all
Heck
Katie's
yeah.
Legos in the closet. It'd be easy
I
to
would
set this
love
up.
to.
Easy.
Let's do it.
You're gonna step on a lot of pink ones though.
See, the debate is what do I do? Do I go like put Bill down at 16 on paper and take the under, or do I go like 12 and take the over?
What are you gonna put Bill down? If average,
I'll probably put him down at 12 and take the over.
you think Bill, what could you run a
That'd be pretty
regular?
safe.
Yeah, a regular. What did you say? A regular 100-meter dash would be what for you?
Meters are longer than feet too, right?
Yeah.
1 to 3.
I would like to say I'm still pretty spry, still pretty quick. I'd like to say I could do it in under 12 seconds. I'd like to say that.
Okay.
I doubt it though.
That's what 300 feet.
It's 100 meters.
It's 100 meters. I just all this running
Sorry,
talk.
I don't know.
All this running talk. I
Something
just
like
hope
that,
that
yeah.
we're not turning the walking club into the running club because I'm out.
It's 100 strides. Is
Nope.
that the math I can say on
100 meters. 100
that's-
meters, any way you cut it.
Just 100 meters.
Because you could do quick walks. You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah,
you,
I'll join the fast walking
You know,
club.
like where the hips kind of.
Yeah, I
you
can
see
join
the
Well,
that club.
regardless, our walking club, we're putting out Legos. So we're walking on Legos.
We're just doing it.
Training,
We're not walking
training
on
starts
sunshine.
today.
We're not walking on sunshine over here. We're
feel
walking on Legos.
Feel it.
Don't grimace.
Feel it.
Put it aside.
Hey, wasn't that a word of the day?
Grimace?
Yeah. Or is that the character from McDonald's?
That's a
Guy from
McDonald's one, man.
McDonald's guy.
You're so hungry. Get this kid some
I am.
McDonald's.
I got that dog in me.
That's what I'm talking about.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, the comfy stuff is back once again. And a beautiful week of weather coming up around Lake Norman, too. Will mainly stay dry for the better part of the next 6 and 7 days. Plenty of sunshine for our Monday afternoon as temperatures climb into the comfy upper 70s. We'll drop back overnight into the cool mid-50s around the lake. Back in the upper 70s for our Tuesday, and we'll hang there heading into the middle of the week, too. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. Score designer deals Tuesday through Sunday this week at the Green Jeans Consignment Sale, now at 601 Milestone Venue in Concord, formerly the Buy Low Center. It's fashion, fun, and major savings. Visit greenjeansale.com. The 500 Club in Statesville presents the Thirsty Thursdays tournament on September 11th at 5:30 p.m. Click on the 500 Club online for more information on events, golf lessons, club memberships, and tee times. The annual Bands, Brews, and Barbecue Festival, presented by DeBotech, returns to Mooresville on Saturday. The celebration of music, beer, and barbecue begins at 4 p.m. across downtown and Liberty Park. Over 20 barbecue trucks will be on hand. The B3 Beer Garden will be open with a selection of craft beers from local and regional breweries. Ghostface Brewing will have a special brew with proceeds benefiting the U.S. Olympic bobsled team. The music lineup features Dial-Up Radio, Starship, and Night Ranger. Bands, Brews, and Barbecue is Saturday in Mooresville. The NHRA 4-Wide Carolina Nationals happens at ZMAX Dragway September 19th through the 21st. This is the only 4-wide race in the countdown to the championship. Every ticket is a pit pass, giving fans unmatched access to the drivers and crews who power the NHRA's thunderous 11,000 horsepower machines to their limits. Click on charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets and information about the NHRA 4-Wide Carolina Nationals at the Bellagio of drag strips. Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Warning, no lifeguard on duty. We're back with more Good Morning LKN, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, okay. 7:48. Happy Monday to you. Got some new data for you. This one is on apartments, particularly in the new construction realm. Rent Cafe is the name of the source here who put out some data here. The headline here on the Market Insights: new apartment construction tops 500,000 units this year. More than half is in one region. And that region is the South. And North Carolina is included in the South, breaking things down by region. 265,613 units in the South, 125,000 in the West, 58,000 in the Midwest, 56,000 in the Northeast. And so the South obviously leading the charge. And so two ways to look at the data, by metro and by city is how Rent Cafe put this out. So top 20 U.S. metros for new apartments in 2025. Number 1, New York. Can't say that's super surprising.
Nope.
Number 2, Dallas.
Yeah.
New York, Deep South.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas, number 2. Austin, number 3. So Texas has 2 metros here in the top 10, or top 20, excuse me. Phoenix, number 4. Atlanta, number 5. You already know that, Bill.
I do know that.
Number 6, Charlotte, North Carolina. So top 6, number 6 metro in the United States for new apartments in 2025. The number of units they put down on here, 16,995. Now, again, that is metros, so that's a little bit different.
That includes like Charlotte and the surrounding areas. Is that what that means by metros?
I believe yes. Metro is a bit wider
more like
than
the
just
DMA.
the city.
Yeah, not quite the DMA that that reaches out to like Boone and the High Country, but the area around Charlotte,
like Mooresville.
Yes.
Yeah. The counties probably that surround Mooresville, or not Mooresville.
When it's
Mooresville
convenient.
is Charlotte. Yeah, basically the same.
I'm sure there's an official
The Atlanta
definition
metro
of
is like crazy big.
I bet it is.
But is it because like the counties or the municipalities themselves are larger, right? It's not a number of.
Well, you got like Forsyth, Gwinnett, Cobb. You got a bunch of different counties.
They all kind of touch those.
Correct.
Yeah, whatever county Atlanta's in, I don't know.
Correct.
Did you see the report? I don't have it on here, but I saw a report from Realtor.com about the best metros or the best state. It was the best states to move to.
Ooh.
After you graduate, North Carolina and South Carolina were like 2 and 3. I
Really?
think number 1 was Texas, and then 2 and 3 were North Carolina and South
We're
Carolina.
number 2.
Well,
or
so, okay, so
three.
number 6 in metros, but then if we look at top 20 U.S. cities for new apartments in 2025, Austin, Texas, number 1, Charlotte, North Carolina, number 2.
Really?
Yep. So if you keep going down, Bill, you can keep going down.
I'll keep going down.
Yeah, just a little
Okay,
more.
there we are. Number 2. We're number 2. Now, Justin, is this and this is just an open conversation, so Mamie, you're also allowed to
Thank you.
talk with the
Appreciate
fellas
that.
here. We'll allow it. Let's see. Do we want to be on this list?
Yeah. Okay. So that's a fair question. There's a large faction of folks, and I'm part of this group, I would say, that believes the way you will solve housing affordability and the pricing related to housing is on the supply side. I don't think you want the demand side to go down because over time, quality of life then begins to shrink, right?
Sure.
Businesses go away. You lose your major players like your healthcare, your technology, your banks, your big players that kind of churn an economy. However, do you want to wait in line an extra 7 minutes, quarter over quarter, at your favorite local spots? I guess that's the trade-off.
Yeah, I would just think that I wish we were in the new houses list
Instead of new apartments.
instead of new apartments.
Mm.
I think that the apartment trend going on, I think that people can't settle in, their acre isn't theirs. Therefore, they don't care about it as much. Therefore, they have less pride in their community because they know, ultimately I'm probably going to move out of this apartment. Not going to live here forever. And I think that just drags things down for sure.
I would agree in the sense that if you don't own it, you don't have as much connection to it. So
Correct.
I agree
Correct.
with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That
Skin in the game, if you will.
Yes, and I think that goes toward, we've had this conversation as well. Charlotte seems to be becoming more and more of a transient type city than it had been in years past.
Mhm. Right.
Not to say it wasn't inevitable to happen. We have a lot of wonderful attractions. We attract a lot of different talent that come for seasons of life or project to project. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. However, it changes the dynamic and the vibe, if you would, of an area.
Yes.
And so we've entered that. I think that realm of transient style cities that, hey, cool, you guys, talked about for a little while that we're going to be a big player. We're now in that big player sphere. Welcome to the big player game. It's a different game. And I think that's more of a mindset we have to get used to. To your point about what it does in the pricing scheme, again, as the population continues to grow, that percentage of rent versus own, right, adjusts as well. And so where's kind of like the end game of population, or do we think it like kind of levels off? Because we're definitely in a place where we're in like the top tier percentage of number of people moving here per day.
Right.
Are we always going to stay up there as like people are just going to like next decade, just going to stay here?
We're going to stay there for a while, but you can't stay there forever. It's not going to be like a 20-year thing that we're going to be in the top 5 of places people are moving, which we are right now.
So what's the prediction? Where's the population get to, let's say, in 5 years from now, that we then have to think, okay, what's the appropriate percentage? Because if you're
New
looking
cities who are bringing in containers to live in. That's right. Charlotte's up there.
Number 2.
The Charlotte Metro. Gastonia is now full-on Containerville. Yeah.
Not impossible.
Not impossible.
Heading that way.
Not
Housing and renting has gotten too expensive. So now we're all going to live in containers.
But the ideology of whether renting versus owning. Now, I don't think there's a planning board around that when a developer comes forward doesn't ask the question, hey, is this a rental neighborhood or a purchase neighborhood? I think that's certainly a question almost at every planning board, every town board for every project that's being put forward right now. Does that change kind of what actually happens
condo,
on a
like condo where it's individually owned versus I think it does change, because usually whenever something comes before the planning board, that's like number one question when they're going to build new units. Is it going to be condos that are individually owned, or is this going to be rentals? And
spoiler, Mamie's on a planning board.
sorry.
Sorry.
That's blame me for all the problems in Cornelius, at least. Just Cornelius, though, not all of Lake Norman.
And if you're on the side where you want to buy, but maybe you can't afford to buy right now, you'll take a rental unit.
Well,
You know
that's
what I mean?
where
You'll
a lot of
take a
people
rental.
are, who are in there, say like under 30, or just not in the place where they're ready to buy. And so with when they say like places to move, when North Carolina is one of the top places to move after you graduate from college, you're going to rent for probably 5 years before you're ready to buy something, maybe longer.
Yeah, one of the things in the article I thought that was interesting is there's a quote on there that says Southern Metros typically offers streamlined approval processes and fewer regulatory hurdles, making it easier to bring multifamily projects to market. I wonder what we don't got a hurdle?
Some people got hurdles.
We ain't got a hurdle. We need
the
we need more
metro.
hurdles.
It's not just, we're not just thinking just Charlotte. Like it's all the other counties that surround it. So that maybe they want people to come. Let's say if you are a Gastonia or Cabarrus County or
I understand that. I get that.
Lincoln County.
And I understand it, you got to have places where people can live, right?
Mhm.
It's affordable. I get that. That's just the way it is right now. But it doesn't change the fact how I think that home ownership should be the goal. You should want everybody to live, like truly live where they are. So I hope that this trend changes.
There's the conversation happening really heavily right now in Florida. Governor Ron DeSantis putting out about property taxes in general, that he thinks that they should be abolished, that they should not have property tax, which for Florida is
wild.
Got to be wild because they already have no income tax.
Yeah.
And they utilize property tax as one of their main, mechanisms of funding. The other side of that is tourism is probably their actual number one, if I had to guess. And so they're leaning, you could expect that to go up. If you're coming to Florida to enjoy Florida, you don't live there.
You're just going to pay more.
You're going to pay a little bit more, a couple extra cents per.
Shout out Daytona.
No different than the sales tax referendum that's on the ballot this November for Mecklenburg County.
That's right.
You got the opportunity to make your voice heard because I think the big hesitation, as it always is at, again, every meeting, when it relates to a potential development project is traffic and infrastructure. That's the number one real conversation. If there was 10-lane roads or perfect traffic patterns, automated light systems, multiple options as far as mass transportation, would we allow every single apartment that, request that comes through?
No.
You got it from one member, right?
No. No, I wouldn't. Still no.
The last thing you want is a train where nobody truly lives there. It's going to get ugly.
How many people are you okay? Never. Well, you went to the train. I was going to do how many do you think owned the train when the girl got or owned the house?
We're not going that way. No, we're not going that way.
No. Okay, we don't have to. A little bit of the adult hour coming up.
Renters or houseless.
We're not. And this is the adult hour. We're already in it, guys. We're already in it.
Gonna have some updates for you during the adult hour next. Got an Epstein update for you. This was really weird on Friday. By the way, this was like a late Friday afternoon one that came out, and I don't know if it's disappeared yet or not. I haven't even clicked this link to see if it's still there.
I hope it disappeared.
Hyundai also catching a little bit of flack going on for their workers. I think there was a raid there, about 450 workers at the Hyundai illegal immigrant raid that went down. This was in Georgia. And so some responses from the president on that and some additional thoughts. We'll get those out. Buncombe County also on the Fed's radar right now, too. If you didn't know that, they posted some things over the weekend. And some of the Fed departments just publicly posting on X, we're watching this. I would not do that. And so just heads up, they're out there. Internet kind of lasts forever. And then even Senator Tillis, he is still our senator, even though he's not running in 2026. He is our senator. He posted some thoughts on Putin from over the weekend, too. I guess some things went down on the other side of the world as well. But hey, if it's not, between 23 and 36,
right,
or 42.
I think there was a big old eclipse last night on the other side of the world.
Out even farther. Yeah. Oh, there wasn't. It did go down the red moon. I missed it.
Yeah. Well, it's yeah.
Serving you better than ever before. WSIC, Statesville, W290DK Mooresville, W264CU Statesville.
Prioritizing your health is one of the best ways to take care of yourself. From routine visits to the joys of pregnancy to the illnesses that stop you in your tracks, Iredell Health System will be by your side. Learn more at iredellhealth.org.
An attack on a bus in Israel. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. 6 people are dead, a dozen wounded when gunmen opened fire at a bus stop in Jerusalem this morning.
The bus was apparently approaching a stop when the 2 gunmen let fire. Described by authorities as terrorists, they sprayed the bus with bullets. 5 men and a woman was killed. The 2 suspects were killed as well by nearby armed men, one an off-duty soldier.
Fox's Greg Palcott in Tel Aviv. That shooting the day after President Trump told reporters outside Air Force One returning from New York he thinks they can stop the war in Gaza.
It's a problem we want to solve for the Middle East, for Israel, for everybody.
And then in a Truth Social post, the president wrote that Israel's accepted the terms of a ceasefire deal, warning Hamas to also agree or face the consequences, calling it his last warning. President Trump also clarified in another weekend post that as he readies a possible National Guard deployment to Chicago, like his crime crackdown in Washington, D.C., he wrote, Chicago will find out why they call it the Department of War, referencing his rebranding of the Defense Department. Now, the president told reporters that cleaning up that city isn't war, it's common sense.
You know, there's been a back and forth with Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson, and the president. So those two say that they're prepared to take the Trump administration to court if National Guard troops are sent to Chicago. They've argued, like many of these other cities' leadership, Democratic leadership, have said, is that despite a recent spike in mass shootings in Chicago, the murder and robbery rates have dropped. That's down from pandemic highs, according to police data. But burglary, theft, and carjackings, they've all been on the rise. Protesters took to the streets this weekend in opposition to the idea of a federal presence in the Windy City, including a promised intensifying of immigration enforcement.
Fox's Alexandria Hoff. Jury selection starts this morning in a federal court in Florida at Ryan Ruth's trial. He's the man charged in the second Trump assassination attempt last year. America's listening to Fox News.
You ever wonder why Verizon charges twice as much as Pure Talk for the same basic service? Think it might have something to do with the fact that Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotion. That's billion with a B. Yeah, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. That's why they can offer unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a blazing fast 5G network for just $25 a month. Save an additional 50% off your first month when you dial pound 250 and say the words micro. That's pound 250, micro.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
We mentioned President Trump's potential troop deployment to Chicago. He says he'll decide the next day or two. Another so-called sanctuary city is also in focus, Boston.
The operation's called Patriot 2.0. The Boston Globe reports it began this past week before President Trump had said there was an immigration crackdown coming to Chicago. A source told the paper the operation may last several weeks. ICE Director Todd Lyons said this weekend the expanded presence in Boston's being done because the city doesn't want to cooperate with ICE. Mayor Michelle Wu issued a statement saying Boston's the safest major city in the country because we have worked to build trust in the community so that everyone feels safe seeking help or reporting a crime. Jill Nato, Fox News.
In 2 hours, President Trump will drive across town in Washington, going to the Museum of the Bible.
President Trump will speak at a meeting of the Religious Liberty Commission, created earlier this year to safeguard Americans' right to practice their faith. Parents and students are expected to talk about their experiences in public schools. A White House spokesperson says President Trump is the greatest defender of people of faith in modern history and will promote America's founding principles of religious freedom. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Well, you referenced the president's trip to New York earlier. It was yesterday, so he could watch the U.S. Open men's final, but security was so tight it caused delays and long lines. Some fans didn't get in until well into the match that Carlos Alcaraz won, beating Jannik Sinner. In the NFL's first Sunday of the season, Buffalo rallied to beat Baltimore last night 41-40 after Aaron Rodgers beat his old team, throwing 4 touchdown passes, leading Pittsburgh past the New York Jets 34-32.
There were probably people in the organization didn't think I could play anymore, so it was nice to remind those people that I still can.
On Wall Street, stocks may rise to start the week. Dow and the NASDAQ futures both up right now. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Well, the comfy stuff is back once again. And a beautiful week of weather coming up around Lake Norman, too. Will mainly stay dry for the better part of the next 6 and 7 days. Plenty of sunshine for our Monday afternoon as temperatures climb into the comfy upper 70s. We'll drop back overnight into the cool mid-50s around the lake. Back in the upper 70s for our Tuesday, and we'll hang there heading into the middle of the week, too. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
We speak fluent Fix-It. House Doctors of Mooresville handles repairs, renovations, property maintenance, and more. Ceiling fans, shelves, full room makeovers. We have the experience, tools, and insured background check team to transform your space. 1-year guarantee ensures it's done right the first time. Visit housedoctors.com/Mooresville.
It feels good to be needed, and Angels and Sparrows needs you. Our Full Play fundraiser is underway, and your gift brings hope home to Lake Norman. One meal, one child, one family, changed by your gift. Give today at angelsandsparrows.org. Hope starts with you.
Warning, no lifeguard on duty. We're back with more Good Morning LKN, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, okay, and 8:06. Happy Monday to you. You know, if you're hitting the streets right now, we're going to get a look at him with ICATS. David, we're going to chat with him at 8:15. Want to let you know, though, about a closure. Is it starting today?
Starting today.
Okay, this is a big one.
This is a big one.
You got Brawley School Road and US 21 closure. Now, is this an overnight thing? Is this for a long, long time? What are we looking at?
The article that I found just says that it will shut down for 6 months starting September 8th. That's today, for 6 months. So part of the massive $5.1 million NCDOT project to widen Brawley School Road from 77, exit 35 to US 21. So just, stay alert and watch out for the orange cones whenever you're coming through there. That's going to be a tough closure.
That's a busy section to get to downtown Mooresville, heavily utilized, and obviously a great connector, Brawley School, between Highway 150 and Williamson. And so definitely expect some significant delays now when you're traveling through that area for not just today, the next 6 months.
6 months,
and
yes.
so...
And the construction, the full project will be done in approximately 3 years. So.
Execute order.
Yeah, and to be fair, sometimes, they have a lot of times where you can utilize it, and then they're going to come back and do the beautification stuff,
right?
Later.
But yeah, 6 months that it's going to be closed. So message boards, be watching for those, like electronic signs that'll show you the detour route. So I think this is going to be all the time, not just overnight. If they're putting the message boards out of the detour.
Oh, that's just going to be closed?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if they're just working. Oh, it doesn't seem seemingly like we do too much of the construction happening just at night. That doesn't seem like a...
Sometimes when they do it on like the interstate, they'll do it just at night. But yeah, for these like connector roads, it's just close. So.
But it's a needed addition. Yes. And so you're going to have a little bit of pain for a while that after that, it'll just be a distant memory and just a laugh.
Yeah.
And
6 months from now, you'll be like, that was
fun.
How nice it is to drive on these roads.
All right, let me give you your Epstein update. I know you've been asking for it. You thought about it all weekend long.
I guess it didn't get taken down.
Probably. Actually, you know what? I didn't even check. Let's see.
On.
Nope, it's not down.
It's still there.
All right, so here is Speaker Mike Johnson being questioned and him giving a response as it relates to Trump and Epstein files. And so here's just the comments from Speaker Mike Johnson.
He's not saying that what Epstein did is a hoax. It's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down. The president knows and has great sympathy for the women who have suffered these unspeakable harms. It's detestable to him. He and I have spoken about this as recently as 24 hours ago. And he's not saying that what Epstein
okay, so he's referring.
It's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that
goes.
himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take
Trump was an FBI informant?
The president knows and has great sympathy for the women who have suffered these unspeakable harms.
That was the context of this comment.
Take this stuff down. The president knows and has great sympathy for the women who have suffered these unspeakable harms.
That was the comments whenever Speaker Johnson was asked. Now, whether that was a slip of the tongue, like as if like it's more of like, oh no, I was just talking about like FBI and informants,
the tongue, the teeth and the lips.
Him as president, he has access to information and is talked to, or was President Trump an FBI informant back
Mike Johnson. Not okay.
Yeah.
Bad boy.
Just letting it all hang out.
Slipping.
Can't be doing that.
Letting it all hang out. Nice. Well done.
I mean, we are done.
I think we're done.
We're done here.
Uh-huh.
All finished.
Yeah, that is a crazy statement, though.
That is a crazy statement.
Well done.
Execute Order 66.
All right, Trump got asked or put out a response about the ICE raids that went down at Hyundai. And again, there was quite a large amount of people arrested. Like the entire plant was shut. Hyundai put a sign on the door after probably and said, like, sorry, come back tomorrow. It was like 450 people. Seriously, all illegal immigrants that got arrested. Here was President Trump put out this post. Following the immigration enforcement operation on the Hyundai battery plant in Georgia, I am hereby calling on all foreign companies investing in the United States to please respect our nation's immigration laws. Your investments are welcome, and we encourage you to legally bring your very smart people with great technical talent to build world-class products, and we will make it quickly and legally possible for you to do so. What we ask in return is that you hire and train American workers. Together, we will all work hard to make our nation not only productive, but closer in unity than ever before. Thank you for your attention to this matter, Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America. So interesting kind of switch here in the sense of, okay, train Americans for your foreign companies, don't bring in the cheapest labor. Mm-hmm. That's what he's saying there. And then so obviously my mind went to, okay, but how does you got to train people for that? So how does that practically work? Well, thankfully, magically, the timeline just kind of popped up with this. Same one where Trump was asked about the stabbing in Charlotte. Here's on the tarmac yesterday, his response when he was asked, so what does this really mean when you say, like, hey, like, you know, we want to train American workers? What does that really look like? Maybe. Something like that.
When they're building batteries, if you don't have people in this country right now that know about batteries, maybe we should help them along and let some people come in and train our people to do, complex things, whether it's battery manufacturing or computer manufacturing or building ships. So we're going to look at that whole situation. We have a lot of industries that we don't have anymore, and we're going to have to train people. And the way you train people is bring people in that know what they're doing and let them stay for a little while and help. So I'm going to look at that. It's a very interesting situation that took place in Georgia. And we heard about it yesterday. At the same time, ICE was doing right because they were here illegally. But we do have to work something out where we bring in experts so that our people can be trained so that they can do it themselves. Does that make sense? Right? Is it straining the relationship with Korea at all? No, we have a great relationship with South Korea. Really good relationship. We just made a trade deal.
So but Hyundai seemingly hiring a bunch of illegal immigrants to work the factory. Somebody knew, right, in the chain of command there at Hyundai, whether it's a local plant, whether it's corporate all the way up in South Korea, who the heck knows. But so President Trump saying, hey, it's time to change that up as far as the way that's been working traditionally. Look, and I've said this before, as far as I don't know where you fall on the, immigration, stand as far as one side or the other. I will say that both parties, the extremes of both parties, both want to let as many people over into our country as possible. The far left for their reasons, the far right for theirs, but both want cheap labor, people brought into the country for whatever reason, way, shape, or form. And at least this sounds more of like kind of a middle ground. Will the companies react that? Because, that's all well and fine in theory. Hyundai's going to have to pay American wages at that point. And how does that change in the company sphere? Profit's been real good for a while for a lot of folks. So will they just instantly get on board with that? And also, President Trump is going to be president forever. I guess at some point, right, there's going to be somebody else, right? Isn't that?
What do you think?
Well, they did say that third term.
Just like summer romance, will vanish for a sec, then come back messy. What? More Good Morning LKN coming up on WSIC.
Well, the comfy stuff is back once again. And a beautiful week of weather coming up around Lake Norman, too. Will mainly stay dry for the better part of the next 6 and 7 days. Plenty of sunshine for our Monday afternoon as temperatures climb into the comfy upper 70s. We'll drop back overnight into the cool mid-50s around the lake. back in the upper 70s for our Tuesday, and we'll hang there heading into the middle of the week, too. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. Score designer deals Tuesday through Sunday this week at the Green Jeans Consignment Sale, now at 601 Milestone Venue in Concord, formerly the Buy Low Center. It's fashion, fun, and major savings. Visit greenjeansale.com. The 500 Club in Statesville presents the Thirsty Thursdays tournament on September 11th at 5:30 p.m. Click on the 500 Club online for more information on events, golf lessons, club memberships, and tee times. The annual Bands, Brews, and Barbecue Festival, presented by Debotech, returns to Mooresville on Saturday. The celebration of music, beer, and barbecue begins at 4 p.m. across downtown and Liberty Park. Over 20 barbecue trucks will be on hand. The B3 Beer Garden will be open with a selection of craft beers from local and regional breweries. Ghostface Brewing will have a special brew with proceeds benefiting the U.S. Olympic bobsled team. The music lineup features Dial-Up Radio, Starship, and Night Ranger. Bands, Brews, and Barbecue is Saturday in Mooresville. The NHRA 4-Wide Carolina Nationals happens at ZMAX Dragway September 19th through the 21st. This is the only 4-wide race in the countdown to the championship. Every ticket is a pit pass, giving fans unmatched access to the drivers and crews who power the NHRA's thunderous 11,000 horsepower machines to their limits. Click on charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets and information about the NHRA 4-Wide Carolina Nationals at the Bellagio of drag strips. Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Dreaming of a new home or a better rate? At O'Brien Home Loans, our team of independent brokers find tailored solutions that truly fit your life. Proudly serving North Carolina with honest advice and local heart. Visit O'BrienHomeLoans.com today for a free quote.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC, local, starts here.
Good morning, OKN. 8:18. Happy Monday to you. Jay White of Centralina Realty is going to be joining us here shortly. Going to get another update there on the market. Looking forward to that. For now, let's get another update. ICATS.com. Alternative transportation. $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane. With David. Good morning, sir. How are things looking now?
Things are looking a little bit better than what I've seen a while ago coming down. However, there is a stalled vehicle. Moments ago, there was a stalled vehicle in the express lane, just in the northbound lane, right above exit 25. So be careful around it. Otherwise, right now, things are flowing pretty good right now. So no signs of accidents, stalled vehicles, or anything like that. So just be careful right there. Keep your head up. Keep looking in the mirror, and be safe.
You a 10-2 guy, David?
Yes, but with my eyes closed, I'm more like a 12-6.
Good man. David,
Good job, David.
I'm kidding.
We so appreciate you. Thanks for calling in, David. Looking forward to chat with you again tomorrow.
All right. Y'all take care. Have a great day. God bless.
You too, sir. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
ICATS.com. $1 from your front door each day to run errands around Iredell County. $1 on Tuesdays. You can go to the VA in Salisbury. Thursday, you can go to Winston-Salem. Friday, you can go to Hickory. Again, each only for $1. You've just got to schedule it. ICATS.com. Dreams really can come true. Doesn't matter how old you are.
That's
you
right.
can still do things in this world.
That's
you definitely can. And a college freshman is proving that.
Yes, 66-year-old Kent Broussard said people retire, but dreams don't. So he is a 66-year-old freshman who went back to school to chase his dreams of joining the LSU band. LSU is Louisiana State University. I'm going to make a guess.
The Tigers.
Freshman Broussard making his dream.
Yep.
There it is.
Decades later, there There he is, Kent Broussard, a 66-year-old freshman. Broussard making his dream come true. He took the field at halftime with the golden band from Tigerland. How great is that?
I mean, definitely cool. Expensive dream. It proves that any four-year university will definitely, you can buy your way.
He might have got a scholarship.
Yeah, maybe he got a scholarship.
Okay, you know what? I hope he did. And if he hadn't before, they should give him one.
Now, when I was in college, we had a group of older adults, probably in their 60s, maybe 70s, women who were taking the classes. There's some way you could take them for free. You just kind of audit, I think is what they call it. They audit the classes. They could sit in, take all the tests. They just weren't getting grades, but they could just sit in. And these ladies said that they never had the opportunity to go to college. And now that they were older and retired, they wanted to just come in and learn. So I had a couple in my history class, a couple in definitely not in my dance class, but a couple in a few different classes that they were just interested in and wanted to learn. And I thought that was cool.
And there's some degrees that are like specialized that like, you're going to have all ages, walks of life definitely in. Marching band is specialized for sure. Definitely that opportunity.
And now my dad, so I went to Gardner Webb, go Dogs. And my dad went back to, my mom and dad also went there when they were younger. Nice. That's how they met. But then when I was going there, my dad decided he wanted to go back to school. And he needed, he was going for his doctorate, but he needed a couple of classes before he could do that. So he went to Gardner Webb. So him and I were actually there at the same time.
Dang.
I would like see him in the cafeteria and stuff.
What's up, Dad?
Yeah. Hey, Dad. What's up, man? But he'd take me to lunch sometimes too, which was really nice.
Dad.
He was there like about 2 years the same time that I was there. So
got any money, Dad?
Nah, I'm paying for your school, girl. I got no money. But yeah, that was always neat to see. My dad he said he was 47 or 48 when he went back to school. Yeah. So yeah, dreams never die.
No, you can go back to school anytime you want. Somebody going back to school. No, I'm going to do a different one. Okay. All right, Buncombe County. I mentioned to you, they're definitely on the radar. It looks like of the Fed. I guess Asheville was set to pass, and it might still be $2.9 million policy, mostly for different minority groups, particularly here. The language says establish a transportation service for expectant Black mothers, also for addressing housing needs for the Black population. So Asheville putting out this information. The Fed coming out, one of the assistant attorney generals coming out and posted this just on X, just publicly again after Asheville made these comments. The folks in Buncombe County and Asheville, North Carolina, have heard from Civil Rights tonight at Civil Rights, which is the handle for the DOJ Civil Rights Division. If they pass an illegal race-based program, they will find out. We are serious about ending DEI racism in America. And so again, this is the assistant attorney general. Making this comment publicly on X as it relates to some
Find
local...
out is uppercased.
Yeah. So
context.
I think that's kind of blending over from President Trump's grammar, right? A lot of people leaning into the random word quoted. I've been doing that for years though. That's not like.
Do you just end all your messages now? Thank you for your attention to this matter.
I just always gravitated toward the Riddler. You know what I mean? Whenever I watch DC movies over the years, so that's just always. I thought that was his same thing too, but it seems like it's kind of. It's not as cool when everyone's doing it. You know what I mean? Like if everyone starts doing it, it's kind of like, what's the next thing? Right. And change it to like blue font. You know what I mean?
Hey now.
Oh,
or yellow font.
Yeah, you can do the Cam Newton font.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Cam Newton's got a font.
It's like characters.
Yes, he's got his own font on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be following him.
How can you read like
it
different letters?
It's really hard to read. You have to
tough.
really pay attention to it. I think it helps his views and stuff because you have to look at it for over 3 seconds.
Oh, there you go.
Cryptic, yeah.
I'm gonna start implementing that. See what I can do on our side. Yeah.
I'll watch this for more than 3 seconds. The new deadlift world record was done. Talk about heavy. The mountain, the guy from Game of Thrones.
Yes.
I think that's him. At least that's what this expo says. His hair's a little different.
The Mutant Deadlift World Championships and Hafthor Bjornsson is strapping to the bar to try to make history here.
This does look like him.
The greatest weight ever
510 kilograms.
In the history of the sport here.
For those that need conversion, 1,124 pounds.
That's how many paces that is.
Let's go, Thor. Come on.
His name's Thor?
Make some noise. World record.
Let's go. You can do it.
No, he's got to lift it. Does he have to lift it above his head?
No. Just lift it.
Look at that bar
Lift it.
bending. Fireworks. Send it. That's right. 1,124 pounds.
A lot of pounds.
Just want this dude to rip his shirt off, you know? Just own it. Just got all these straps hanging.
Yeah, right. Did he not rip off his shirt to another shirt?
Yeah, another shirt. He did rip his shirt off. He just had another shirt underneath, which I think is the most respectable way to rip your shirt off. To just have another one.
When is the next competition like this? The way those announcers do it, that's an experience you want to go to, right?
Right.
There.
I don't know if I can bring that back home to
people
America.
pumping iron.
Would you go to just see one guy?
At
Like, would you
Spectrum?
sit there,
Yeah.
at Spectrum for 2 hours, and that's the main event? The one guy lifts the weights for,
Am I up top or am I floor level?
let's say you're like mid-level. You're not on the floor, but you're kind of up high.
Yeah.
May put some
doing
Supremes in
it?
my
Definitely
lap.
worth it,
Yeah.
No
I'm dipping
caps?
Supremes.
No
Loving
caps.
it.
Okay.
I'll take the Supremes pre. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, and then all before that, it's just like, kind of like just people just lifting weights and dancing and stuff. You're good with that?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much you paying for your ticket? You got to pay for it. It's not free.
That's a fair question.
And parking.
How much were those Supremes?
The Supremes are going to be what, $12, $15?
Yeah, it's worth it just to get in there for those.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll pay $20 to get in to buy the Supremes.
Okay, you'll pay $20 for a ticket to go
The
and sit and watch that
opportunity
guy.
to get
2
Supremes.
hours. The opportunity. Yeah, that's true.
Is Bojangles at Spectrum the same way?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was gonna say.
You're worried?
I didn't know. I just bought a ticket and I didn't know.
You weren't sure if they even had Supremes.
Did they even have on the menu what I like?
Do they taste as good at Spectrum as they do at Panther Stadium?
I can assure you they do.
They do?
Yeah. You know where they taste even better? Bojangles Coliseum. That's where they taste real good.
I've never been able to get one at Bojangles. They've
They got
always
this
been sold
factory
out
underneath.
every time I've been to Bojangles Coliseum.
Got to get there early.
It's magic. It's just chicken goes in one side and just breaded Supremes
They
come
run
out
out
the other.
every time I go. It's like they don't even know what their name is. Actually, it tracks better with Bojangles. That Bojangles Coliseum actually runs out of tenders.
Is that on Polymarket? That should be on Polymarket. Will Bojangles run out
Definitely.
of chicken tenders?
I'll bet yes every time.
That's how you're going to determine whether or not we're going to
They
keep going
always
or not,
do.
for sure. F1 new record there. If you're a racing fan, we'll talk with Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show. You know, he used to be in that racing scene. We'll talk about the win at St. Louis for Denny. Also about this one here. Max Verstappen recorded the fastest ever lap in the history of F1 by mean speed. And I don't think that's like a speed. I
Being
think it's
angry
like
the whole time you're driving.
mean is also, I think, another word for average.
No, I think it means he just had an angry face. The whole time. Yeah. Mean
264
How
points.
Denny wins those races. The mean speed.
681 kilometers an hour. I don't have a conversion on that one, by the way.
How many paces is that?
So if I guessed 264 kilometers, that's about 170 miles an hour, if I had to guess. 140, somewhere in that range.
I'm sure you're right.
140.
164.
Okay, so 170 was closer. That's not that fast, but I mean, I guess it's the fastest record. So you know what? Records are made to be broken, and we can do that again.
Yeah, it's fast.
Okay, it's faster than you'd think it would be.
Yeah, it's cooking. Those are big vehicles too.
Yeah, they're not small.
No, yeah,
I've noticed
they're
that
bigger
about
than-
F1. Yeah, not bigger than the NASCAR Cup Series vehicles.
Yeah.
Longer
longer
bodies. Longer
yeah.
bodies.
Longer, mean machines. right
Also,
there.
I noticed that their wheels aren't closed; they're open wheels, like they're just like exposed
Open wheel racing.
to the
Open-
world.
Yeah, and the top's down.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
the top's down too.
Convertible. Yeah,
Oh, that is fast then.
They got more buttons too on their controllers. They got a lot of buttons.
they do.
They do all kinds of stuff on those.
Right.
It looks like literally like a Nintendo, like
We're switching
Wii
to strategy
kinda- Let me be.
Box. Leave me to it.
Fireworks? Yes, please. The real sparks fly when we're back. Stick around. Good Morning LKN returns on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, the comfy stuff is back once again. And a beautiful week of weather coming up around Lake Norman, too. Will mainly stay dry for the better part of the next 6 and 7 days. Plenty of sunshine for our Monday afternoon as temperatures climb into the comfy upper 70s. We'll drop back overnight into the cool mid-50s around the lake. Back in the upper 70s for our Tuesday, and we'll hang there heading into the middle of the week, too. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Yeehaw for rodeo season at Harrison's, the home of work, western, and wow. Whether you compete or cheer from the stands, Harrison has the looks to help you wow the crowd. Get western classics and the latest styles from Harriet, Cinch, Rock and Roll Denim, and Wrangler. Find us in Mooresville.
Take your life by the reins and let the horses at Willow Equine heal and empower you. Located in Mooresville, our services help with trauma, anxiety, depression, and addiction. Love life again. Visit willowequine.com today.
Jay White here from Centralina Realty. We're right in the center of North Carolina, and we put you at the center of everything we do. If you're selling a home, buying a home, or adding doors to your rental portfolio, put the team at Centralina Realty to work for you. Go to CentralinaRealty.com and let's get started.
Is your yard ready for a refresh? Drum Landscape Supply has over 10 types of mulch, beautiful boulders, decorative gravel, and a unique plant nursery bursting with shrubs, trees, and perennials. Call today for up to 70% off pavers and stone. Visit drumlandscapesupply.com today.
Special buy Randy Marion Chevrolet of Statesville and Randy Marion Chevrolet of Mooresville 2024 brand new Chevrolet Malibus. These are the LTs starting at $19,988. That's right, $19,988 brand new, not a pre-owned car. Malibus starting at $19,988. That's right, Statesville Chevy, Mooresville Chevy. Come see us today. Pick the color, drive it home. You got it. King of price, king of deals. Randy Marion Chevrolet of Statesville, Randy Marion Mooresville.
Your pet called. They want to move in with us. Come see why at Dry Pond Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, where medical care, spa treatments, and cozy resort stays are all in one tail-wagging spot. Visit drypondanimal.com, where pets come to thrive.
At Kane Center for the Arts, we believe art is for everyone. From our exciting performing arts series and gallery exhibits to robust education programs and impactful community initiatives, there's something for everyone. Visit kanearts.org.
Don't miss a thing. Download the WSIC News app today. WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Apple's biggest product launch event of the year is tomorrow. We'll see the new iPhone lineup, the iPhone 17. And for the first time in 5 years, Apple will introduce major design upgrades. The latest high-end versions will have new backs that give a revamped look to the camera areas. And an all-new model expected to be called the iPhone 17 Air will be ultra-thin. Apple is also bringing in a new color lineup. A new poll shows that more Americans are taking a dimmer view of capitalism. Gallup said that 54% of U.S. adults view capitalism positively. That's down from 60% in 2021 and the lowest since Gallup began asking the question in 2010. And while overall support for socialism remains mostly stable at 39%, the partisan divide has grown. 2/3 of Democrats now view socialism favorably, up from half in 2010, according to Gallup. Futures point to a higher open for Wall Street this morning. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
Friendly reminder, don't brake when you see the lake.
WSIC. Local starts here.
Back like mosquitoes and flip-flops. This is Good Morning LKN, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, OKN. 8:34. Happy Monday to you. If you need a real estate team that can take care of you no matter the season of life you're in, whether maybe you're buying your first home, maybe you've got 20 in the portfolio and you're looking what to do with the next generation, Jay White and the team at Centralina Realty can help take care of you. CentralinaRealty.com. Check them out. Jay White joins us this morning in the studio. How you doing?
Greetings from the north. I come
from the North Country.
Yeah, I came down in my flannel today. I've got some cut firewood in the back of the truck.
Hilarious. Jay White, Centralina Realty, CentralinaRealty.com. Since last time we chatted, because we're talking monthly here, anything new in the market that has just changed it upside down, or does it still feel like the same kind of stance we've been in, almost like this kind of pause holding pattern. For
It's kind of a stalemate right now, isn't it? Where pricing's kind of still high, rates have dipped a little bit. So that's encouraging. Although if everybody dives back into the market, the prices will go back up. So I mean, it really is kind of a stalemate. Putting a positive spin on that, though, it's a good time to buy or sell. So I mean, really we can represent both sides of the transactions now with some leverage. So it's a good time to buy or sell still. And actually, I was listening to another podcaster the other day about talking about timing the market. Like, when's the best time to sell? When's the best time to buy? And the answer is when you need to. I mean, and really that's the truth. If you need to sell, now's the best time to sell. And if you need to buy, now's the best time to buy. So, you got to do what you got to do.
We were talking about apartments earlier, and Charlotte, obviously the metro that gets ranked, right? From a metro perspective, they were number 6 city-wise, number 2 as far as new construction for apartments go. Kind of a double-edged sword. I would imagine in the market, people want to buy, but they necessarily can't right now, so they need to rent. But they want to rent somewhere affordable even when rentals need to be affordable, right, to a degree. Yeah. Do you have people that come along and say, hey, we really want to buy, but we're going to rent for right now? Is that a common conversation?
Well, there's a lot of people that are forced into that because of supply, but the rental supply is not great, especially way up north where we are. We've pushed off density so bad that we don't have a lot of rentals available. And so the price of what rentals we do have in our micro market up there is pretty high too. And I was listening to your conversation about housing affordability, and one of the things what I try to track, or the point I try to make about housing, is that if you have to look at it as a commodity, it's subject to supply and demand like everything else. And if you shop, or if you think about development in terms of price per square foot, you can bring the pricing down with a lot more supply if you build dense. Because you can get the price per square foot down to where you got workforce availability or affordability for common workers. And I make the comment all the time that those of us that have grown up in this economy here locally, especially in Statesville, we can't afford to buy the homes we live in. Like, if we had to go back and rebuy the home we live in now, we couldn't buy it. And so the pricing has outpaced our incomes in those areas. So it's a tricky thing. But we have. Our political leaders over the past decades have pushed off densities to the point that we've created sprawl, and we've raised the price of housing. So we can't. The people that we want to work in our area can't afford to live in our area. So it's a complex issue. Fortunately, we get to replace 5 councilmen and a mayor this year, and I think that gives us a great opportunity to reshape the next couple decades.
Housing is arguably one of the most expensive things we as people will buy in our entire lifetimes. For most of us, right? The most expensive. Yeah. And I think a lot of people, because of the price conversation, when they're getting all excited, they're getting ready for their transaction, they focus just on the price. And the price is a factor. Don't get me wrong. That is a stepping stone to whether or not you can or cannot buy the house. But that's why we like to find brokers that actually care, and the team over at Centralina Realty. Because once you go under contract on a house, that's not where the work stops necessarily for your clients.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah.
What's that been like for you and your clients when you guys are working through what's called the due diligence process here in North Carolina in this current market?
Well, we have great relationships with vendors. So, home inspectors, and if you need work, septic guys, in our case, we do a lot of septic systems up there. So, having a plan for whatever goes wrong so that we don't linger on it, so we can, and we don't have a lot of problems. If you do your work up front, when you prepare the offer, say you're working for a buyer, that's when you're in that due diligence. If you do your homework on the property to begin with, then you can uncover most of those problems prior to making an offer on it, so you don't get surprised in due diligence. And that's kind of always our goal, is to do that.
And I imagine you're saying that because the standardized contract that most transactions are utilized in the residential space here in North Carolina is an as-is contract.
Exactly.
And so if you go into a transaction, what if someone comes along and says, Jay, you know what, let's just make them the offer and then we can renegotiate with them later? What do you say to a buyer that when you're working with them and they're saying that to you as part of their transaction?
I always say that I work for you, so I will honor your lawful orders. But if we do that, and I talk about the if-then conversation, so if we do that, then we could be in a problem down the road. So I will try to counsel them out of it, but ultimately it's their decision. So my job is to advise, not decide. And so I will advise them that, let's look at that crack foundation a little bit deeper before we get tied up in a contract. If I see a red flag, I want to call it out early. because as you say, it is an as is, and no seller is obligated to make any repairs. They might. And back in 21, 22, 23, along in there, you had buyers making crazy offers because it was just crazy. They were buying houses as is that shouldn't have been bought as is. So it's a little more weight on the sellers now to have their houses ready. Sellers got to be a little more competitive now. They got to take a little more time, get it ready, polish it up a little better. So we're spending more time on the front end of our listings, getting them ready to sell now.
Managing expectations, that's a big thing. Communication's a big thing during a
huge.
transaction too.
Everything.
What's it like when you're working, because you have a client, right? And some people have created to be more adversarial when it shouldn't be, right? You've come to a meeting of the terms between two parties. But what's it like communicating with the other side during a transaction? Do you have good relationships with them? Do you try to keep it smooth? Or is it all-out warfare?
Unfortunately, you can't always choose who's on the other side of that transaction. So you got to deal with whoever it is. Our side's always good. We have a because I won't tolerate it. If I've had agents I didn't like and I got rid of them. So everybody that's in our firm, I'm happy with them. I love them to death, and I got total confidence in them. I have a loyalty to my client, but as a realtor, I also have a loyalty to the transaction. And so the transaction has to be done correctly. And that's on both sides. So I have a certain loyalty to the transaction and even to the client that's on the other side of that transaction. If regardless of which side you're on, once you're under contract, especially, I think we have a certain obligation to the industry to make sure the transaction goes smoothly and ethically, and that things are communicated well.
It's a journey in real estate. I mean, you could be in one end of the spectrum. Again, you could be buying your first home, or you could have been a seasoned investor of 20 years. The team at Centralina Realty will take care of you. CentralinaRealty.com. We're talking with Jay White. Are you the BIC of Centralina Realty?
I'm the BIC and the QB and
Gosh, what's it like having all that power? You know what I mean? In an office? It's got to feel great, right?
Don't confuse responsibility with power. That's not. There's not a straight line across that to that. No, I enjoy being a BIC because I like mentoring and I like guiding, and so I like the fact that any of my agents can call me seasoned or beginners. It doesn't matter, and we just bat it around, and I help them come to whatever decision they need to come to. So, like I say, I don't have any agent that I worry about. I have no ethical problems.
A unique journey in the real estate game that some people decide to dive into: new construction. And it's seeming like that's becoming maybe more and more of a consideration for folks as, maybe you find that gem of a piece of land that you love, and then you want to go through that process of building and going through that journey. Do you work with clients that are on the new construction path as well?
A little bit, not a whole lot, honestly. We deal with some of the the big builders that are in town. We sell some of that new construction just because of supply. And from our perspective, it's a pretty easy transaction for us. We just it's matchmaking, and then we're not as stuck in the due diligence. But we do it. But we don't honestly deal with enough new construction because there's not enough of the new construction going on. But we've been through several new construction projects. We match a buyer up with a good GC, and then they go happily ever after.
And it starts with a piece of land. I imagine land is probably a popular conversation.
Land's tough, yeah. Land's tough. It's hard to find, and everybody wants that 3 to 5 acres outside the city limits. The people that have the 3 to 5 acres, they want to keep that 3 to 5 acres.
It's so funny thinking back to pre-COVID, how it was definitely all moving toward more of the urbanized, right? Of everyone being together, really close, all of that, and then COVID happens, right? And then
everybody just moves out,
and even 5 years later now. Do people still call you? Hey, I'm looking for that 3 to 5. That's the most. Is that a common request there on the land side?
All day long. Yeah, that's it. And where we are, I think we lend to that. I don't think the Charlotte agents probably deal with that as much as we do.
You find 3 to 5 acres in Charlotte now. Come on now.
3 to 5 square feet.
Jay White and the team at Centralina Realty, CentralinaRealty.com. Be sure no matter your journey in real estate, no matter what season you're in, you can trust Jay White and the team at Centralina Realty, CentralinaRealty.com. Thanks, Jay.
Pleasure to be here.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, the comfy stuff is back once again. And a beautiful week of weather coming up around Lake Norman, too. Will mainly stay dry for the better part of the next 6 and 7 days. Plenty of sunshine for our Monday afternoon as temperatures climb into the comfy upper 70s. We'll drop back overnight into the cool mid-50s around the lake. Back in the upper 70s for our Tuesday, and we'll hang there heading into the middle of the week, too. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. Score designer deals Tuesday through Sunday this week at the Green Jeans Consignment Sale, now at 601 Milestone Venue in Concord, formerly the Buy Low Center. It's fashion, fun, and major savings. Visit greenjeansale.com. The 500 Club in Statesville presents the Thirsty Thursdays tournament on September 11th at 5:30 p.m. Click on the 500 Club online for more information on events, golf lessons, club memberships, and tee times. The annual Bands, Brews, and Barbecue Festival, presented by Debotech, returns to Mooresville on Saturday. The celebration of music, beer, and barbecue begins at 4 p.m. across downtown and Liberty Park. Over 20 barbecue trucks will be on hand. The B3 Beer Garden will be open with a selection of craft beers from local and regional breweries. Ghostface Brewing will have a special brew with proceeds benefiting the U.S. Olympic bobsled team. The music lineup features Dial-Up Radio, Starship, and Night Ranger. Bands, Brews, and Barbecue is Saturday in Mooresville. The NHRA 4-Wide Carolina Nationals happens at ZMAX Dragway September 19th through the 21st. This is the only 4-wide race in the countdown to the championship. Every ticket is a pit pass, giving fans unmatched access to the drivers and crews who power the NHRA's thunderous 11,000 horsepower machines to their limits. Click on charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets and information about the NHRA 4-Wide Carolina Nationals at the Bellagio of drag strips. Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Warning, no lifeguard on duty. We're back with more Good Morning LKN, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, okay, at 8:48. Happy Monday to you. A voice that you may know. You may not know it. Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. Whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating birthdays and anniversaries. Hold on, don't say anything yet, because I want to think, what's the best phrase to say to someone that you've never met for the first time? Is it just as simple as, hello? Or should you tell a story? Maybe about a sandwich you like, or about flowers that you don't know the name of, or something like that. What do you think? Am I going to? Okay,
Hello.
all right, we'll just keep it basic.
Hello.
Hey, that's Patrick.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Patrick. You a UFC guy?
A little bit, yeah.
The 250th anniversary of America is next year.
Well aware.
President Trump and Dana White have confirmed UFC will have a fight at the White House. I believe at the White House, like on the lawn.
On the lawn
like,
of the White House.
Like the Rose Garden.
Right.
But there's always the weigh-in that happens the day. Is it the day before? It's usually the day before a fight, right?
Yes.
You looked at me like I know. Yeah.
Savage. Straight to
Yes.
me.
Not day of.
Maybe knows the answer.
Yeah, definitely. I know.
Your sports answer right over there.
Yeah, right.
Because then they can go like carb load after or whatever, right? Like then they can actually eat because they have to make weight, and then it's like a whole thing. But I guess the weigh-in is going to happen at Lincoln Memorial
I heard that.
prior to the fight. Pretty epic, huh?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know what to think about
Just
this.
touting people around in their loincloths, you know?
What? I don't know. Like, is this the most American thing that we could be doing?
We
or
will
is it,
punch you in the face.
Or is it like the, cringiest thing that we could be doing? I can go both ways on it.
Okay, let me see if this makes it less cringy. Word on the street is Conor McGregor may be the next president of Ireland.
Yeah.
Does that help?
No.
Or hurt
Is
UFC?
he fighting in this? Are we getting two Americans fighting, or are we fighting the British? Because then that I would be down for.
Okay, so we
Like,
find different countries.
Find like the best American UFC and the best British, and then like the all-out brawl for the 250th. I'm down for that. Rematch 250 years later. I'd be down for that.
Now, Conor McGregor did put a post out on X previously that he will be the first president to fight in a UFC fight, and he would gladly make it the 250th.
Okay.
Because he would be president
He's
of Ireland.
What? Ireland. Nah, I don't
UFC
know.
fight on the White House lawn. It'd kind of be like America-verse at that point is what it would feel like. Almost it'd have to be, right?
I'm not going for that one, though. No, it has to be, and I know that Ireland's like technically the UK, so you could say that it was like, 250 years later, rematch, but no, I'm not going for that, no.
Who you got in the ring, JD or Trump?
Oh,
Ooh,
gosh.
JD Vance, for sure.
Yeah, JD's a little bit more nimble.
Yeah.
Trump's got that reach, though. He's got that height.
He does.
You don't let that slip. You get
Yeah, that
one
belly,
hook on
too.
you,
He'll
you're
just
done.
pop you with that belly and get down.
That's my favorite move.
That tie,
Kung
is he
Fu
wearing
Panda.
the long tie in the ring? Because then that you can
Comes
use
accessories.
That. Yeah, I think if he can wear the tie, I think he could go though.
No, I think their outfits are pretty specific of what they're allowed
They got
to
to wear the little short shorts.
in UFC. All right, if not UFC racing, you're familiar with that.
A little bit.
I think you know about it. Denny won this weekend.
Yes, he did.
Did you watch the race at all?
Did not.
You didn't catch any of it, huh?
Not a bit. Nope.
Gosh, is it the disdain for the sport, or is it just you had something else to do?
I have private protest.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't give him the viewership eyes. No, private protest.
I don't think we found out about the. Is it this week we find out whether or not they can sell the charters, or was it last? I thought it was last week we were supposed to find that out.
Oh, it's fluid.
Just gonna keep moving
Week
around.
to
Yeah,
week.
they'll be,
Yeah.
and then they'll file an appeal and back forth. So yeah, bring your lunch because it's going to take all day
All
to
right,
figure that out.
so I'm gonna try to work all this out. So Denny won, but he
Yes.
was already in the playoffs, right? Because he had
Yes.
already won a race before. So
yes.
this doesn't change anything.
Yeah,
with
no,
the
it does
playoff.
change.
It does change.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How does it
This
change?
is the Yeah, it's so complicated. But here's it's 10 races to conclude the season. After they go 3 races, 3 races, 3 races, and they drop people after the 3 races. Then the final race is the championship round. So in these 3 races, this was race number 2 of the first 3. If you win any of those 3, you automatically move on to the round of 12.
Okay.
16 drivers, 4 are dropped after 3 races. Denny won a race, so he's locked into the next round. So
Okay.
it does change.
does
It's actually a
change
big
it.
deal in their playoff.
I'm just
format.
seeing like the mathematical equations going over my head. As
Oh,
you're
you need a
talking.
trigonometry engineering degree to figure it out. It's
My
because
goodness.
that's my argument been for 20 years. It doesn't work with motorsports where you just have an NFL team versus an NFL team. The winner moves on. It's simple.
Yeah.
But yet everybody's dropped and you have playoff points and et cetera, et cetera. But wait a minute, there's still 40 cars in the race. It's like it blows people's minds.
Okay, if you were, let's say you were one of the racers for this and you were not in the top 16,
Mhm.
but you're just one of the 40,
Mhm.
are you racing to win or are you just putting around out of protest?
No, I'm racing to win the race.
Okay.
There's a race. They're throwing
You're
the green
still
flag.
trying to win.
I'm here to win this race. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, simple. Basic.
I would just drive like real slow, just be like, I gotta be here. It's
I'm gonna.
like,
I'll throw your mind with another rule that you may not be aware of.
Oh, no.
There's a minimum speed rule.
oh no.
Yes.
What is it?
Oh, well, I don't know. It varies
Oh.
track to track.
Like 35?
No, it's not. It's a minimum time.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
because every track's different.
Well, then I would just go as slow as possible.
Yeah.
I'd go the minimum and just be like, no,
It's
I'm
But the
tough to
minimum
do.
is still fast.
well, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
just put it
still-
on cruise control and just kind of like put around the put
Do
around
they have
the
cruise
circle.
control?
No, there's no cruise. The cruise is the right
Oh.
foot.
All
That's
right,
the
then
right
I'm not,
foot.
and then I don't want to be a racer. Then never
I don't.
mind.
Didn't
changed
think you
my mind.
would. Not her thing.
All right, didn't watch racing. Did you watch the Carolina Panthers at all over the
Did
weekend?
not.
Okay, well they lost. I'll
I
let
heard.
you know
Yeah,
about
I
that.
heard.
Yeah.
But wondering if there's some positive here. Culturally at the team, we're definitely making strides and improvement. Again, Liggett has come through and made a lot of great changes here at Carolina. One of which you may enjoy as well. Is this the masked bandit sandwich?
The masked bandit sandwich. Carolina Panthers are introducing a raccoon-inspired sandwich, of course, at home games this season, inspired by fan favorite wide receiver Xavier Liggett. So this is if you've seen his videos where he says that he shoots and eats squirrel, raccoon, possum, he's
from the South.
He's a good old country boy.
No way.
So Levy, the hospitality partner at Panthers Bank of America Stadium, teamed up with Xavier Liggett to create the masked bandit sandwich made with slow smoked brisket, melted cheese, Carolina coleslaw, and it's served on a raccoon roll. I think it's a pretzel bun, but yeah, that's the whole idea.
So there's not real raccoon.
There's no raccoon in this.
There'd be a lot of raccoons.
No.
Yeah. No, I was
fill a
thinking
stadium worth?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot.
I mean,
are you going to get the masked bandit though? Would you get the sandwich?
I love brisket.
Brisket,
Brisket's
coleslaw,
Me and brisket have
and
no
cheese.
problems.
Brisket, coleslaw, and cheese.
Yeah, I'm in.
On a pretzel bun? You
I'm
down
in.
for that?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I'd like it.
I don't like pretzel buns. I'm not, and I don't want to make it sound like I'm a negative Nancy on this one. I'm just not into pretzel buns.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A has the pretzel bun. Sam, I'm not a fan of the pretzel buns either.
Okay, 1 out of 3. I am a fan of
You
pretzel
are a
buns.
You're a big fan,
It's
huh?
too much bread to meat ratio for me.
Too much bread to meat ratio.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
Well, I also like I get concerned because I like a soft bun.
Mm-hmm.
The pretzel buns can be hard,
Yeah,
and I
they can
don't
be
want
kinda
like
crusty.
a brick, and like
Mm.
you're biting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Kinda
that's
just
the issue for me
crumbles.
is the bread to meat ratio is too high.
Was that a Bill or CJ sound effect, or was that your voice? That was a great.
Thank you.
Did. Wow.
Been working on it.
Obviously,
a lot of sandwich prep.
Yeah,
prep
that's
right
a
there.
lot.
Eating a lot of sandwiches to get that sound down.
Pretzel bun right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, really,
How
really.
much
If you're
you
looking for
think-
sound effects on food noises in
Oh, you got
particular,
it.
You the man.
I'm your guy.
You the man.
How much do you think this sandwich is? I don't have a price
At the
on it.
stadium,
At the stadium.
$17.95.
That's what I was going to say.
I'm gonna go
Just
yeah.
a sandwich.
I'm gonna go probably 15 for
Oh,
that one.
overpriced, too much, as
Oh,
all
it's definitely-
stadiums are.
all
But yeah,
stadium
I'll go
food is, yeah.
$17.95.
All right, are you getting it at $17.95?
No.
No.
I think at 14 is what I'm guessing is what it'll cost. Is it also going to be available in all the concourses too? I guess is the question as compared to just the club level.
Oh,
I think that's what
a
else
good
I would
question
wonder
too.
about
No,
as
it
well.
doesn't say that either. So
They
yeah.
should. I think it would sell.
Now, give it a couple more games. Club level is going to be 50 cents a pop for everybody to go in there, so it's not going to be the end of the world. Just give it a couple more, and we'll be there. But
Yeah.
0-6 pricing versus 0-1 pricing.
That's right.
You know, I bet they'll make their money now.
It's a little
Yeah,
bit different.
99 cent. All the food's just going to be on sale by mid-season.
Yeah.
No, we're going to be positive. We're going to have a good outlook. We are going to be, word of the day,
Sanguini.
we're going to be sanguine. And
Sounds Italian.
it does sound Italian. doesn't it?
Fragile.
Yeah. We are going to be positive.
No onion, no bell peppers, no tomatoes.
I love his voice.
Carolina Dijon vinaigrette.
That's right.
Well, they're making it right.
Meat and cheese.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I really thought it was gonna be like the coleslaw with the white sauce on it. And it ain't bad.
I guess he likes it.
Can I use that? This? Yeah. Turn that on though. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on, I can't forget the sauce. Close it up.
He's just eating a sandwich now. We're just watching him eat a sandwich now and play with the bread. So obviously they had some fun with him while making.
Yeah, they had a
while
good
making
time
the sandwich.
coming up with the sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm guessing South Carolina's going to have that mustard sauce on it, which I don't like.
Yeah.
No.
He had a good time with that. Not everyone had a great time, like the girl who got stabbed on the train. Also, looks like people in Ukraine also didn't have the best time recently. Senator Tillis made this post on X. President Trump met with Putin 3 weeks ago. Since then, Putin met with his fellow authoritarians to conspire against the U.S. I think he's referring to China and also India as well. Then he returned to Moscow to authorize the largest airstrike on Ukraine since the start of his illegal invasion. It's time to stop the liar and the murderer. And then Senator Tillis attached a link to a Reuters article. Russia hits Ukraine with biggest air attack of war, sets government building ablaze. And so, obviously, still internationally, things still going on, things to work through. Likely to be a busy day, maybe for Charlotte. We'll see how it goes. And definitely going to be a busy day around here. That's because Patrick Reynolds is up next.
That's right.
For the Home Ad Show.
You lucky people.
The Home Ad Show, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11, whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating. Celebrate birthdays and anniversaries with Patrick. 10:45, that's when that wheel gets spun. Make sure you call in. Birthdays, anniversaries, 844-STUDIO 4. That's 9 to 11. 11 to noon, Thrive Here Live. The town of Huntersville is going to be in, sharing what's going on in and around the Huntersville area. Booming around that town. You want to stick around, learn what's going on. Noon to 3, got the Todd Starnes radio show. Get that national political addiction itched. I'm sure there's going to be plenty to talk about today. 3 o'clock, All Things Sane with Jason Sane. Going to be letting you know what's going on in Raleigh and around the state. And then 4 o'clock, Local Biz Now. Joe Vagnone, 30-year business broker, bringing you that insight. Have a great day, my kid.
Serving you better than ever before. 105.9, 100.7. WSIC, Statesville, Mooresville,